Hello and welcome to my program on downloading ebooks from your public library onto your Apple uh, iPad mini. I may have to keep touching this to keep it bright, but okay, there's a couple of things you're going to have before you begin. And one is a library card from your public library and the pen. If you don't have either of these, then you may want to talk to your library. The other thing you're going to need is a application through the App Store, and that's the first thing we're going to do is get Overdrive. All of your library books that you will download from the library will come through Overdrive, so you don't have to go to the actual public library website. So I've already got Overdrive on my iPad, and I'm going to show you how to get it onto yours. Now, the first thing you have to do is go to the App Store, and right there, click on it, and I've already been here. You may not come up in the search area, but to get to the search area, come right down here where the magnifying glass is and hit search, and this page will come up. So that's the first place you want to go. Then up here you click, your keyboard will come up, and you just have to type a few letters, OV for Overdrive, and as soon as I got OVE right there, Overdrive Library eBooks and audio books, that's what we want. Like I said, I have it on my Apple iPad mini, and it says open because I already have it. Yours will say get, and so you'll want to touch get for that app. And then it will ask you for your Apple ID, so you're going to have that ready. So research for that. And it doesn't cost anything, it's free. Okay, now we will go back to our home page. And now once you have downloaded the Overdrive app, an icon will be placed on your home screen, and there it is. Now we are ready to find us an ebook, and we're going to download it. So we're going to access our application, Overdrive. Touch on it. Now mine is already assigned to a library. You're going to have to assign yours a library. So it's not going to come up exactly like this. You're seeing Alachua County Library District. Okay, to get your library onto your Overdrive, you come to the page you come to. If it doesn't say add a library, you touch these little hash marks up here in the upper left hand corner. It'll come to My Libraries. Now see, I've already added mine, Alachua County Library District. You would only have add library, so you would simply go there, and then you put in your zip code is probably the best thing to use, so I'll just put it in there just to show you, 2653, and I do a search. And that's what it comes up for my area. Your area will have a whole list of your libraries that are available. I even go as far as to get my branch library, and I can touch that and do it. Since I already have them, I don't have to worry about this. So I'll just get out of there by clicking here, and I'm back to my main page. Now, we want to find us an ebook, and we are going to look for EPUB is the format we're going to look for. You're going to see both Kindle format and EPUB, and that's the iPad uses EPUB. So I'm going to come over to the subject, And at some point you're going to have a login. That's where you're going to need your library card number and your PIN to log in. I'm already logged in, so you'll see it's easy enough to do. Now, once I've gotten to that point, here it defaults to all formats. And here's the various formats we have. We are interested in this how-to video for ebooks. I do have one on audiobooks if you want to view my YouTube channel, Sam Owens 44. Now let's look at mysteries. In my case, click on it, and you're going to find out that most books you're going to see place a hold. That means that all of their copies in the library have been checked out, and you will need to put it on hold. And when you do, I'm just going to click one. It'll go to the holds, and then it will send you an email when that book is available. So that's what that amounts to. If in your searches you find something that you would like to come back to later, there's a little plus down here, and I could just click on that, and it'll put it on your wish list. And you will see later you have a wish list that you can go back to, and you may want to find out more about that book. If I click it again, it takes it off of the wish list. Now, you don't want to have to go through all of these books and find they're all on place a hold. That happens a lot of times. So we can speed this up by going to the filters, and right here is the filter area. You click here, and we're going to look at available now. I'm going to click on that, and we will only have a list of books that can be checked out right now. You may want to try that. Now, I'm not going to look a whole bunch, but I'm going to grab one to show you. It will say borrow, and all of these should say borrow, and you can run down through the list. Once you get to the bottom of the page, you can click on the next page. Whoop, you have to be careful how you click it. If you hold it too long, it's going to copy or paste or what have you. Okay, you just kind of scroll back through there. Let me see, Sandra Brown, I like her. Okay, we're going to try and borrow this book. So when you see the borrow down there, oh, and first I could go right here to read something about it. Now up here first is the formats that are available. Kindle book and EPUB book. We are going to look at EPUB, and that's the type we're going to borrow. Okay, here is a list of information and reviews and details and what have you. And this is what we're going to do. Now, when I'm ready to borrow, I can look down here. I can borrow for 7, 14, or 21. It defaults to 21, so I'm good with that. You don't have to look at that at every time. It's going to be 21 days. Okay, I just clicked on it, so it said success. This title is now checked out until the date, and it shows you the date. Okay, it's telling me to go to my loan page. Alright, my loan page is right under my account, so you click on this, and there's my loans. I click on loan, and here's where it's going to go. These are all of the books that I have checked out. This one, I just checked it out, but I can't read it yet until I download it. So right here is your option to look at Kindle. You can read it now with Kindle, or we can download EPUB ebook. That's the one we want right here for our iPad. So I click on it. It's going to say adding title, and the title is added, and you saw a little red circle up here in a 1. that's where it was added. So you go right up here to these hash marks, click on that, and whoop, go back to your Overdrive, click on it, sorry about that, and it's going to be under your bookshelf, and there it is right there. So I click on it, and it'll come up like that, and it moved a little bit. Okay, that's the beginning page, and you just click and it will go through and show you everything about the book and get to the reading point. You can change the characteristics of the way the text appears on the page by clicking down here, and right here you have several different options. Right here is the brightness. At night you want a lower brightness, so you could push it down like this. You don't need it so bright. And the out in the open, like under a tree, you may need it bright. So right there is about where I want it. Now it's actually on a white background and black print. You can change it to kind of a I don't know, that's a sand color, if that's easier to you. You could go, another one is some people like this, black with white lettering. So you can do all of these options. I think I like it like this, so I'm going to put it there. Okay, the other thing you can do when you click out, it comes back to this. Now you can do this type, and if you like the letters larger, font size bigger, you can do it. You can go smaller. You can do different font styles here if you wanted something different. And once you've decided on that, you go. Then over here you have something else, and this is like right here we have 2 columns. You could just have 1 column if you like it like that, or 3 columns. I like 2 columns, and text alignment is there. I've got it centered, and line spacing, you could go smaller spacing. So you've got a lot of options with margins and what have you. So I like this wide spacing, and so that's good for me. When you're finished with it, you can just click on the screen and your little screen will go away. Now up here is bookmarks. Let's go along, and let's say you get to a certain point right here, you want to bookmark that. You click, and when you did, you just click again. Whoop. Now you just click down here. I'm sorry. You click right up here, and this is all your information about overview, or table of contents, and bookmarks. Right there is our bookmark. If I click on that, it goes back to my bookmark. So you've got all those bookmarks that you can do, and when you click on this, right up here is how you get to them. Okay, then click on a space, and now you can just read your, you can just touch and it will advance, or you can just swipe it. So those are the options. Now to get out of the, let's say you want to go back and read another book. You've decided you don't want to read this right now, so you click anywhere along here, go back up to here, and this is where you're going to find your bookshelf right here, and then you can get this guy. Now this was where I left off, and I can continue to go, or I can click down here and go to any bookmark. There's the bookmark I had for that book. So that's where you go to all of this. Now if you decide you want to go and look at another book, to download at the library, then you just come right over here and you're back to your library download page. And if you want to see what your wish list was, you can click right here, and there's some things that are on my wish list. And you can look at them if you want to see some more information about it. It's right there for you to look at. So, and right here is how I go back to where I was. And there you go. And if I want to go on back, I'm back to my main page. I can go to collections this time. And ebooks available now, new book ebook editions. I could go there. And you can look and you see you got places to put on hold, and you see what it is. It's not very much once you know how to do it. Okay. So I would advise everybody to go try it. Get your iPad, get your library card, and do some reading. And don't forget, audiobooks are kind of fun too. So go try it. That's what I recommend. Okay? So until next time, thank you for watching.